Today we're at a place called the Avebury World Heritage Site. One place in particular where we're going to have a look at is the West Kennet Long Barrow. A bit of a diagram here gives you an idea kind of whereabouts we are in a rough sense. Silbury Hill, which is over there. But we are going to be heading in this direction, I think. Where are we? Over here. He's in that direction down there. To a place called West Kennet Long Barrow. Yeah, I've not been there before. So I was kind of inspired by watching Dickie's video yesterday. Dickie came out here. Dickie is one of Sandy's friends. Really nice guy, actually. If you're into motorbikes and kind of general stuff really around the Wiltshire area and beyond, I'll stick a link to his channel down below. It's worth going over there and watching. Obviously, please go and subscribe to his channel. Once again, we've had lots of rain in the UK, which seems like the past 4 or 5 months. It just seems to be going on and on and on. So hopefully it's started to rain now actually, but I think I might get some wet feet. We're going to see. Yes, it's going to be quite... Okay. Ooh. I am wearing golf shoes and they're kind of semi-waterproof, so I feel a bit of dampness coming through, but I think I'm okay. Anyway, I've got some walking to do, so let's crack on with that, shall we? Okay, so after I suppose what is about a 3/4 of a mile walk, we've got to West Kennet Long Barrow. I've got the whole place to myself. I think if I was to come here at the weekend in the summer, when the sun is shining, the weather's a lot fairer than it is today, this place would be absolutely swarming. There's no way I could get my drone up and do what I've just done. Anyway, so we've arrived. I'll take you in a moment. I have got my a little torch with me, so it's pretty dark in there. I just had a quick look, and you need a torch. I don't think a camera torch would suffice. You'd need something a bit more significant than that. Anyway, so this is West Kennet Long Barrow, a well-preserved early Neolithic burial mound. It says here at least 36 men, women and children were buried within these stone chambers over 5,500 years ago. There's some more information there. Freeze frame if you want to read a bit more. Someone's very kindly wrote a bit of a diagram here to depict this area. It's quite a long area actually. Sort of front to back. That would be like from going east to west, I guess. And inside the burial chamber itself gives you a bit of an idea what's going on there. And there's been some bones were found in 1956. So there we go, people. Yeah, so I think introduction's over and done with. Let's make our way into the chamber itself. Right, we're going to make our way in. I'm hoping that this is going to give you some kind of an idea. Hopefully it's picking it up. This is a burial chamber here. Stone walls. So it's been in nigh on 6,000 years, this place. Yeah, it's quite incredible really what they've quite incredible here what they've actually done. There's a burial chamber. It's got like a feel of a cave. If you can imagine, like if you've been to a cave at all, it feels very similar to that.
If I get the right frequency, it kind of resonates around the actual Long Barrow itself. It's quite spooky actually.
Interesting. So this is my first time here, and yeah, dogs seem to be quite interested. Definite smell of like someone's been smoking something they shouldn't ought to, or someone's had a fire in here or something. Certainly does feel like there's some kind of an eerie atmosphere to it, whether it's something which I'm generating or something's generating that kind of eerie atmosphere. But it does feel as if there's some kind of I don't know, I wouldn't say a presence here, but you know, just the thought that this place itself is something which I'm probably generating myself, I think. And my friend Dickie, in his video, he said that he walked out of here one balmy summer's evening, and there's a huge great sarsen stone right there, and he placed his hand on it and it was warm. I'm afraid it's cold today, Dickie. He said he got like a tingling feeling from it. And when you think that this stone's been here almost 6,000 years, and many people have come here throughout all of those ages of time, as it were, and done exactly that. You know, so basically where my hand is today in 2023, someone nigh on 5,500 years ago did exactly the same thing. So you've kind of got a connection there. You know, they've come here all those years ago and they've done that, and I've come here fast forward 5,500 years ago and done exactly the same thing, and many generations probably down the line since 5,500 years ago to today I've done something similar. So there is a connection there, but I'm not getting anything apart from a cold hand. Interesting place, very interesting place. And to be fair, the whole area, the whole region around this part of the UK, and specifically this part of Wiltshire, is littered with so many Neolithic kind of relics, you know, something similar to this one here, this burial ground. this long barrow. This one probably is the most significant long barrow, I think, in Wiltshire. There's one or two more a bit further away, but I think this one here is probably the biggest. Yep, West Kennet Long Barrow, situated between the towns of Marlborough and Calne on the A4. The West Kennet Long Barrow, also known as South Long Barrow, is a chambered long barrow near the village of Avebury in the southwestern English county of Wiltshire. Probably constructed in the 37th century BC during Britain's early Neolithic period, today it survives in a partially reconstructed state. Archaeologists have established that the monument was built by pastoralist communities shortly after the introduction of agriculture to Britain from continental Europe. Although representing part of an architectural tradition of long barrow building that was widespread across Neolithic Europe, the West Kennet Long Barrow belongs to a localised regional variant of barrows in Western Britain known as the Cotswold 7 group. Of these, it is part of a cluster of around 30 centred on Avebury in the uplands of northern Wiltshire. Still on top of the Long Barrow. I guess I'm okay to stand here. I'm not going to go any further. Looks like some people have and maybe causing some damage, but I'll just stay put for now. Over there is Silbury Hill. You might just be able to make it out. I'm not sure if you can, but once again, another man-made Neolithic site, and nobody really knows too much about that one. They have done some excavations on that over the years to try and figure out what's in there. But yeah, around here there's some real kind of strange stuff going on, which goes back thousands of years, and really not too much information on the reasons why they built these things. This one here, obviously the Long Barrow being kind of like a burial chamber, but it goes back a very long way, and one would imagine that possibly, quite possibly, they might have dug down and buried some more people there, I suppose, in years gone by. But yeah, lots of very interesting old relics around these parts. Anyway, over there's Silbury Hill. Right, so we're just exiting the site now. There we go. It's a very apt place to put. It's kind of like viewing right the way across the open landscape. It's kind of perched on a bit of a hill, this place. Something which could have been seen for literally like a good few miles around the area. This would have been a site which everyone would have known back then what this was about. A very significant site of its day. It's quite a big structure, as you can see, but the burial chambers literally go back maybe 15, maybe 20, 25 metres. And the whole thing literally is maybe about 120 metres long. So one would imagine that it could have well gone back a lot further than it presently does. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's humps, there's bumps. going all the way along. See where it rises and it falls and it rises again. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually bigger than we actually saw. Could have possibly gone right the way back, about 120 meters or so. Anyway, it's been an interesting visit. Sorry about the weather. It's not ideal, but then again, if it was a nice sunny day, there would have been maybe a good few more people up here than just myself. So I'm very grateful that I was allowed to see this place in its kind of full glory, in a way where it's nice and peaceful, not too many children, not too many people kind of running around. Yeah, interesting, very interesting area. Oh yeah, by the way, this video was sponsored by camcap.com. Just thought I'd mention that. It's one of them, by the way. Little hat with a camera going on the top there. Really good.